When you were younger and started out, I mean, of course, today you're a successful CEO of a successful business, and as you say, you're an entrepreneur inside that business, innovating and so on. But when you were younger, how did you think? How did you develop this philosophy? Of course, working at Virgin sounds like it had an impact on you, but where did you? What were you like when you were younger? A lot of my audience are younger. I'm just trying to help them understand perhaps the path that they could take.
Yeah, look, I think it's interesting. I growing up in New Zealand's a long way from the rest of the world. I think you often talk about New Zealand as having this, more entrepreneurs per capita in New Zealand than any other country in the world. And I think that's partly the sort of necessity is the mother of all invention. When you're so far away from markets, you sort of have to think differently. So that's a big part of my DNA. Growing up in New Zealand, and I think this won't make sense to anyone who's not a New Zealander probably on your audience, but I'll share it anyway. But we have this concept of a New Zealander can do anything with a piece of number 8 fencing wire. Now I'm not sure if you know that what that is, but that's the wire that you connect your different fences around your farm, that idea. It's a bit like using a piece of duct tape to do anything, maybe, but that culture is really ingrained in most New Zealanders who are used to trying to figure out how to get things done in a smaller market. I think it's played quite well, not just for me, but for other New Zealanders on the international stage, when you have to be quite innovative to figure out how to get things done in different environments. So that would be, I think, how I would describe it. From my perspective, it's sort of really in my DNA from an early age. I was always looking for opportunities to try different things, open to new ideas. So leaving New Zealand in my early 20s, a lot of that was to do with getting out, taking opportunities. So I moved to the US first, moved off to the UK, then other markets around the world. A lot of that was sort of opportunities that sort of just seemed to come my way. And I think being open to those things, then you sort of maybe see more opportunities. So you've got to be, so I think luck is a big part of that. But you've got to have a mindset that's open to trying different things in the first place. I think if you're closed, that's probably how you sort of miss opportunities. You've got to be open to it first. That's what I'd say to young people is be quite open about seizing those opportunities, and you generally find that good outcomes will come as a result of being open to ideas and opportunities. So that's probably the big thing I would say. And I think at a young age too, don't think too much about the long term too early. I think there's a danger that you coming out of university, you feel like you've been in the school system forever and you want to just get on and start being successful. But actually, if I look back, I had a lot more time than I probably realized. So I think I took those opportunities and it ended up pretty good. So I would say that to young folks.